So we're going to look at how to get yourself hired, what to do to get yourself hired. Because in today's job space, today's hiring space, especially Web3, resume is not enough. Even if you have like, even if you have like back-to-back experience and you have it in the resume and you have zero online presence, it's going to impact you. Now, I'm not the only one talking about this personal branding thing, right? Um, so now what do you do? Like someone like Bright now has been showing up. He's been consistent with his content, and Priscilla, you too, you've been giving on a short try in. So let's say now you're building your skill, because beyond knowing how to do what you do, you also need to know what is your as a person, what's your competitive advantage? What's that one thing about your skill that you can do very well? That is what you should focus on. We've passed the age of the time of when you have to like fake it till you make it era. You know, there was a time that even if you don't know something, you agree that you know it so that you can now learn on the job or try to try to try to maybe before the interview you got like do some sharp catch up, and then you know get yourself into the interview or into the job and all of that. So this is a time whereby you have to figure out what your competitive advantage is. But then what if you don't have sufficient experience yet? Because for you now, Priscilla, you already know what you want to do on the get a job in. So right now it's writing. So the first thing to do is to identify projects. For Bright, someone like Bright now, we've been talking about different things about the Web3 space and all of those stuff. Now it's time to now identify, it's time to showcase. Okay, first of all, you identify what are these projects looking out for. Now, for remember the last class, I showed you people about the roadmap, how to build your roadmap. This you need to be doing, ticking off your roadmap as you're going. I'll take you from beginner to sort after. Now, I hope you guys are following that roadmap. If you don't have a roadmap for yourself, I didn't see your own Bright. I didn't see your roadmap Bright. But you need to do it so that you can, it will help you take one step after the other. So, so you're not going around in circles. Because if you're going around in circles, it can frustrate you. It can really, really frustrate you, whereby you're trying so hard. You know you've been posting on Twitter for so long, and that it's not yielding results. Like wondering why not yielding results? Because there comes a time when you have to move from point A to point B to point C. If you continue giving effort at point A and you don't transition yourself to point B, point A is going to frustrate you, because point A is not the goal. The goal is to get you to the point where you get hired. So I really admire your consistency. I mean, the both of you, Priscilla's commitment, right? Consistency. It's very commendable. So now, beyond your roadmap, you need to find out what are the questions projects or founders are asking around your skill, and you begin to answer those questions in your content, those content that you write. For example, as a project manager now, Priscilla, have you looked at Web3 career, like project management, other Web3 career?
Sorry, Mama, can you come again? I didn't quite hear you.
Please hope you'll be hearing more this way, though. Jesus, hope you'll be hearing all this way apart from this question.
No, I've been hearing you, but the question, there were some parts my network was glitching.
Okay, okay. No, I'm asking if you've checked Web3.career for your role specifically.
Yes, I think I did that while I was trying to map out, get a roadmap.
Okay. Uh, okay, okay. So now this time around, let me share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? All right, great. So now for project management, right? I'm going to use, if you can see my screen as your network, maybe it's coming up. So just can I see it now? It's a network. This person, I confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, ma, I can see it now.
Okay, yeah, it was a network. Network and lady. Listen. All right. So that was it. Oh. All right. So now let's look at project management as an example. Because what you did the first time was a roadmap. Now we're looking at the details. Let me see here. Project management. So this is project manager. So look at all the roles of project manager. So this role was posted 1 day ago. Remote job. Um, there are quite a number of them here. Okay, so see it here. So they say they're looking for a project manager to leverage deep cross-functional expertise to coordinate with enterprise customers globally, guiding integrations from conception to launch by aligning technical teams, managing timelines, mitigating risks, and ensuring all deliverables meet strategic objectives in the following ways: end-to-end project management for enterprise launches, yada, yada, yada. Collaborate with external stakeholders as products, engineering, compliance teams to scope, plan, execute all of those things. Cross-functional with internal teams, weekly partner check-ins, drive action items, track and reports. So basically, a project manager is that person that, you know, make sure that nobody's working in silo. You know, a project can have a goal they want to achieve, but then everybody will begin to work on their own. And sometimes some people lag behind or not able to sync. And some people don't know how to collaborate. But the project manager makes sure that everybody collaborates, finds out what is to go happen first, and all of those things. So now, what you do now is to come to a place like this to want to find out what exactly are the projects looking for in a project manager. Unique to the crypto space, because you know that like different to from the regular project manager. I don't know, but possibly because of difference in industry. So you can check all of these things and you make your notes. So the next question you now ask yourself is, what are those questions around project management that projects are asking? And you can find this on, you can do a search on Twitter. Twitter is like your biggest place to search. Another place is this. being able to answer the why question. Now let's just check Google and see if there's anything there. And what's that thing again? This place. So project management. So now you can convert this to how. For example, they're looking for how to help external teams and internal teams to um, resolve issues and align resources during a project. Convert for all these things that they're expecting from you. Let's say you're the one applying for this job now, because first of all, you want to learn how to do them, and you want to also show competence on X, right? So that this means this is like potential questions or potential things that they are looking out for. So convert them to a question that you can answer. For example, this one now. Now, let me show you something. I don't know if anybody saw Nitrova's post today about how to tell a good story. That's one thing, Bright. That's the next step for you now. So you stop writing. You don't stop writing, like, because normally, Bright, you write, you tell, like you're telling us, you're informing us that this thing is that. Okay, but I think in this last post you made, you did a bit of it. You talked about, you mentioned that from the last class, this things you learned and all of those things. That was a good one, but you can make it better. Like I said, sometimes people, when you begin to sound like a guru, people begin to check you out to find out whether you have sufficient experience to sound the way you are sounding. But when you sound like you're sharing from your experience or sharing from the things you studied, from things you researched, it reduces the scrutiny that would have come to you. That's expectation that people would have had. It now reduce it. People will now come down to your level and begin to appreciate the value you're sharing. I don't know if you're with me. So if you're going to be sharing, right? So you no longer write, let's say, what is crypto or what is Web3, and you begin to break it down. Rather, just like the post you made today, you can say, people often struggle with what exactly is crypto, or people have so many biases about crypto. When I first came into this space, so you can share for a personal experience, or let me show you what this guy did. Introvert. Introvert is a good example. Yeah. Sorry, this is loading. So I'm sharing my screen. Let me know where you can see it. All right, great. So look at the post he made 11 hours ago today. So look at this. They say, let's play a game. A friend sends you a post that starts like this. Solana uses the Rust language to focus on. Then another friend begins with, learning Rust on Solana was hard. I made a lot of mistakes. Here's what I wish I knew earlier. So which one would you most likely go for? This one that started sounding like Solana uses the Rust language, which focuses on abstractions. I think that which one would call your attention more? This first one or this second one? Most likely it's going to be second one, because of what? This person now sounds like, oh, you know a lot. Okay, why should I care about what you think about Solana? But now, basically, like, oh wow, this person must have actually had exposure to this thing. So this, sorry for that break. So this person was might have something I need to read. So this is how you should what about already doing it, but I'm just saying this is what storytelling looks like. So when it comes to showcasing, so now in this scenario now where this also applies to you, Bright, like when you go to this place now, find out what they're looking for in a writer. And best way to go is go to motorway like this now and phrase phrase that for example now using this Nutroverse, what Nutroverse said. For someone like Priscilla now, she can come and say, this is how I would manage a an end-to-end project this is how I would manage a project that is maybe a crypto, a consumer crypto or something. Or she can say how I help, how I manage, or how I help external and internal stakeholders to collaborate on a project to make sure that there's no problems. Or for someone like Priscilla now that learns, when you learned about project management, you didn't learn it in crypto. You came from outside crypto. So you can say,
Yes, sir.
so
On gini.
Adaptis, can you mute yourself?
Ha? On gini me kono.
Adaptis, can
Ha?
you mute yourself? Adaptis, mute yourself. So you can do like something like this down, say, Web3 and Web2 project management are similar and different in so many ways. Here are 5 things I learned when I transitioned into. Here are five things I learned about project management when I transitioned into Web3. Can share something like that. Or if managing external and internal teams are similar or the same thing in Web2, you can say, okay, here are top 5 lessons on how to top 5 lessons that Web3 project products can adopt from Web when it comes to managing internal and external teams from Web2 projects. So this way, you are trying to bring in your what you know from Web2. You're not trying to, of course, you might be learning maybe on the side. You're learning new things about project management in Web3, but you can also find out are there things that because you have knowledge you can transfer. You have transferable skills. So how do you showcase that transferable skills in Web3 without completely dumping it? Because if you can't dump it, you have to use it. You have to use it. We all have transferable skills that we can bring to the table. And in your case now is solid. Since it applies to you, Bright. So you convert this things to how, like showcasing the how it is done. I don't know if that's clear. Do you understand what I just said? Priscilla, what about you? All right, so that's one. So another thing you can also do so that when you're doing those things, you're showcasing your knowledge. Sorry, the second, please. So sorry for that break. So next thing to do is to showcase your ability with projects. So now, first is to identify projects, right? Now this okay. This particular career now it also shows you the things to learn. If you don't know those things you are seeing here now, it then shows you the right questions to ask. And of course, we have resources everywhere for you to learn these other things, right? You can check YouTube if you look like bridge a gap in your knowledge. And then if you have specific questions, I'm hoping to do weekly live sessions from September, weekly live sessions on Fridays where I get maybe get a project manager from Web3 who will talk about doing project management in Web3 and opportunities available and something like that, and get a writer. So I want to do that subsequently, but it's going to be from September. So that way you get to like learn firsthand from those people. I just want to clear. I have exams. Try to clear my exams. But aside from that, so next thing to do is to now another kind of content you can do is to pick projects that you want to work at. How do you find them? You go to places like DeFi Llama, L2Bit, Root Data. So I'm going to show us rootdata.com. Root Data. So for someone like you, Priscilla, I don't think you don't need to be scared or let me know if you can see my screen. Okay, great. So now this is so now on this website now, I like to go to this part of the website under fundraising. Since we define Lama, I like to go to under fundraising. The reason is because when a project raises money, it means that they are ready to hire more people. Like sometimes, like if that raise is seed, pre-seed, for example, or seed. Now seed raising means is the first money that investment they got, and they are ready to now hire more staff to grow and get their first set of users or more users. That's seed. Pre-seed means before maybe that they just had an idea and they've launched the company and they're able to raise some money to start the company. So that's why you can look out for pre-seed people, fundraisers, and raise. When the project gets to strategic or Series A, Series B, M&A. M&A means merger and acquisition. Usually they are looking out for more experienced people. So this is what I'm saying that you guys should go for pre-seed and seed. Is because at this point where you are now, where you have like 1 year or 2 years experience in what you already do, remember, do not discount any experience you have before coming to Web3. It matters. Do you get? But you are new to Web3 does not mean that you've not been exposed to your skill before now. So do not discount that experience. Add it to what you have. It's part of your this thing. So because if you present yourself as someone that is new, it means that you just have very like months in the Web3 space, and it make you look not ready for this thing. So, but do not discredit the experience you've had before now. So these are the kind of companies to look out for. So go to a website like this, or even DeFi Llama. Let me show you guys DeFi Llama. DeFi Llama. You go on that fundraising. So what they're looking out for now, these new projects, sometimes they have very few followers, they're not very known yet. And so they're looking for, so it's not for you to pitch yourself. But before you pitch yourself, there are things you need to do first and foremost. Now, this is the other website I just mentioned. Where is that tab? Okay, This is not the way it used to be. So I'm looking for their distance. Let's move around a lot. Okay. Oh, who is ready? Sorry, let me go back to the other side to save time. So you cut this space now. Look out for like a project like this, Trapper. So now, let's say you want to be hired. You want to be hired by Trapper. These their followers on X and all of that. And it's a prediction platform. So what do you want to do now? The first thing to do is to find out, do an assessment, assess the project. You go to X. Let me go to Trapper. This is what you can do subsequently, Trapper. Now, so this is the project. You come here, we're like, oh wow, this is the project. Interesting. Nice. Okay. So you now find out. So it's a prediction market, right? And it's built on Solana. Colosseum is a Solana product. What is extra stuff? So find out the competitors. Now look at they raised this money. They raised money and they announced it. They raised $400,000 from Colosseum, and so it was an angel investment. So usually pre-seed rounds are usually like angel investment or grants, all of those things. But from seed now, investors can now, investors are all, or people can also build a company by bootstrapping. Bootstrapping means that you're spending your own money to build a company. So now this is Trapper and the patient. So you have to find out what are they doing right, what are they doing wrong. Do a SWOT analysis of Trapper or whatever project you choose. Make a list of 10 projects, 5 to 10 projects that you can do this. So beyond just sharing how to's or your insights, your stories around your skill, now this is how to go and get noticed by a specific project. So you like go to that website, you pick based on recent people that raised money because it's recent and they are most likely open. They're open to new people to their team, new community members, and all those stuff. So you come under search and type. So the category is prediction markets, and it's built on Solana. So I'm going to write prediction market. I'm typing prediction market inside search Solana. So I'm going to type. So you can do Solana. I can do other blockchains because I try to do now. Sit down. Now go under people. So these are other similar prediction markets on Solana. So these are like potential competitors. So you find out what are these other ones doing well that Trapper can also do. It will help you to draft a strategy that you can share on your X. And then you can draft a 1 month plan. You document what these competitors are doing better than the project that you want to work at. And after you document this thing now, the next thing is you begin to do like a step-by-step guide, do a step-by-step guide on how to achieve those things. You can do an analysis of the project. You say, oh, I found this project. This is how I would do this. This is how I would do this for a project like this. So you can do because then in order to post consistently based on your plan, you drafted it at a plan, you listed all those gaps that you find from other projects that you think these other projects can adopt. You talk about it for like first 7 days. The remaining 3 weeks in 30 days, like according to your plan, because you don't have a 30-day plan. The remaining 3 weeks, you now package it and now go to, you now type Trepper. So Trepper's username is at Trepper underscore, I think IO, right? IO. So now you click search. What I'm trying to do, you're trying to find out if anybody, now see what I'm showing you now. You're looking for the CEO of the project. So how do you find the CEO of the project? Now, it's not every time that you will find the CEO of the project it's not every time you find CEO of the project. Like this on the X, but you carry the username, you type it in search. Now it has brought out the CEO. This is the CEO, this is the co-founder, this is the co-founder, Yumi Finance, DeFi Money, Enjoy Hacking, blah, blah, blah. See the co-founder here. CEO, co-founder. Now, these are the people that you can send message to, you can send a DM to with your plan, where you say, and make sure you use the products, because you can't say you're right about this product and you're not trying them out. That's another thing I need to lay emphasis on. You must use the product. From using the product, you can now share insight. You can talk about what does it take to write about the product, use the product, click on it, experience the product firsthand, because you can't even work in a company that you don't even know how their product works like, and you've not even tried. Share insight about the project. So now, next thing is to now send them a DM. DM to this guy now. So this is the CEO now. Let's check him out. So if I follow him, there's no messaging. So it's obviously turned off his messaging. Or see, one advantage of having a verified account. But let me see. Vladislav, Oleski, also turned off. So now, if their display is turned off, the next thing to do is to kind of look for their. This is another co-founder of this building alert chart. So you follow them and yada yada yada. No, wait, so now if the accounts are like this and you can't find a place to send them a message, now it's time for you to find their community. So we're going to the website. So this is the website now. This is the website. So LinkedIn, Twitter, Discord. So the community is on Discord. The community is on Discord. Now, see, even said they even have a mail for hiring inquiries. They have a mail for hiring inquiries. They have a mail here for hiring inquiries. So you can also reach out to them like this. But then, but this kind of reach out, you don't just say, "Oh, I want to work here." You must present why going through your product, which is amazing, by the way. I noticed some gaps that I can help you bridge, and I've after that the 30-day plan that I can use to help you achieve this goal. And within these 30 days, so if you give me because you're taking like an intern, before you get hired, begin to think, you're thinking already like if you're already working for them. Assume that you're already working for that product and then draft the plan. What would you have done in your first month of working in that place? That's what should now help you to now engineer your plan. And which is why the first thing to do is to do a research on the competitor, so they can give you an insight on what they are doing well and this project is not doing well. With that plan now, because okay, I have a 30-day plan that I can help you execute to help you scale faster or hit your goal faster or whatever gap you found, because you do a research and see if there's a gap, right? Or you can anticipate a gap or something that if you can't see their gap, maybe for project management now you have to be working with the project to actually see the gap per se. So you cannot make your proposal to be the same based on a data plan. You can share, don't share the complete plan with them because this people can hijack your plans, right? You can share, yeah, here it's a 3-day plan or 7 days plan and all of that. So if you give me permission, um, I would like to intern for 30 days to help you achieve this plan. If you like the result, then we can now talk about how I can come on board. This is how your this should now sound. So for people like this now, you can go to their Discord account where the community is. Now on Telegram, the owner of the Telegram community usually have owner by their name. You can see owner, you will see founder, you will see they usually have something attached to their name to tell you that they are the leaders of the group, of the community, because they wouldn't want anybody to, they want to be found easily. On Discord, you go to the announcement channel and scroll to the beginning of the announcement channel. Scroll to the beginning of an announcement channel so that you can see the person that created the account. Scroll to the beginning. And when you scroll to that beginning, whoever that is that's person you can answer the DM on Discord. So this is part 1. So we'll continue this class on Friday. Because we're already 8:55. Bibian, Ada, you joined us. I don't know if anything I said today made sense because of when you joined. But I want to find out from the videos you've watched, how did it go? And Priscilla and Bright. So your assignment now is Priscilla and Bright's assignment now is to do this I just said now. Practice them and get back to me. Remember, I can always tag me on X so I can like your post and engage and see what you're doing in real time. So practice this I just said now and post. So what are you doing? You are identifying, you are going to a field of career, find out exactly what projects are looking at for your role, convert them to a how-to guide. See them as a potential problem. This is a problem they have, and they look for someone that can solve it. So you want to show that you can solve it. So you convert them to questions that you want to answer on your X. Secondly, go through data.com and find a project that just raised money. Set with you, right? And find out their competitors. What are they doing differently? Like, how does their socials look like? Their X account, what does it look like? What does it look like? Join their community on X or on Telegram or Discord or wherever they gather. Wherever they have, they gather their community. Look for it. Join. That's what's called the research. Join it and check check the place out. How are the people talking? How are people communicating? And stuff. Just have a feel of the environment and then draft out your strategy. What would you do? Now, assume that these people have hired you. What would you do in your first 30 days if you were hired? You now draft that plan, and then you now find out the founders, CEO, the C level, the executive of the project, and then if their X has messaging feature, you can now do. But this is after 7 days or 2 weeks of executing this thing. But I want you to draft. I want you to draft all of this and share with me to show me that you understood what I said. Did we get that? All right. Awesome. So because this is how proof of works these days, right? Getting hired works these days. Ada, how far?
Hi, good evening, ma.
Good evening, Ada. How are you doing?
I'm good, ma.
Okay, so how's the other lessons that the ones you went through? How did it go? I'm expecting your
Okay, I wrote something on X, and I also dropped the assignment for you on WhatsApp.
Okay. Okay, I'm seeing it now. Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Okay. I want you to share the link of what you wrote on X to me. Share it with me.
Okay, ma.
Yes, I want to see it. Do you know how to tag people on X?
Ma?
Do you know how to tag people on X? I think I explained it in the other class. Oh, yeah, about
I can't even hear you that clearly because I just shifted to somewhere that is calmer.
the left. I just saw a message now, so it's fine. Maybe we can talk Friday. Friday works. During Friday class.
Okay, ma.
All right. All right. Fine. You can meet yourself now. Priscilla, you want to ask a question?
Yes, ma. I have a
Okay.
question. So I
All
want
right.
to know when you use projects, I keep hearing you say project. Like I want to understand whether it's still the same project I know that you're still mentioning, because sometimes you mention projects and the way you explain it or how you go about the things that involves it is seeming so different from the idea I have about projects. So what a
Welcome
project
to
should
Web3.
oh
Welcome to Web3. So when we say project, right? What we're referring to is what is called company or organization in outside Web3 in other industries.
sorry ma, I didn't get it. Can you come again?
When we say Web3, we are referring to what other industries call a company or an organization. Did you get that?
Yeah, so are you trying to say that so instead of saying company, you refer to them as project?
Yes. You see it a lot.
Oh,
That's common term in this. That is the common term in Web3 space. You can't say that by talking saying company or organization. Just that um whenever I want to start explaining it at the beginning, I'll say these tokens represent companies because actually we don't use the word company here a lot. We can use organizations, right? We use organization, we use community, we use project, but you hardly hear company. You will never even hear company. But the same thing a company is in outside this industry. That is what it is here. These are like startups. Now, okay, maybe we can use the word startup, but we don't even use startup also in Web3. But all these projects are startups. You know, when you go from idea and you're building your product, yeah. So startup, they are all mostly startups because most projects in the crypto space, they're not even more than how old are they? The oldest project in the crypto space is Bitcoin, and that is in 2009, followed by the likes of Ethereum and the other ones. Some have phased away, some are still here. So sometimes they are still like startups. Projects like Ethereum are under projects like Ethereum that they've grown so big. They have so many things across the world. They have so many branches and so many. Yet they are still called they are called an organization. And like highest thing you can hear is say okay an organization, but you don't see here company. I don't know if I explained it.
yes, ma. Thank you so much. I think I might create a post around that. Yes.
Okay. I don't know how this experience has been, but I feel like you're having fun in your head around this three thing, but it's cool. Um, okay, so another question. Also, a project can have multiple products. A project can have multiple products, right? They can have several products. They can even have like some sort of a lab where all their products is listed, or even have an ecosystem where they have so many projects, sorry, so many other products that comes out of their distance. So any other question you have? I need to jump off right now. Thank you so much for coming to my little coaching class, not so little coaching class. And I hope it's useful to you. I like the fact that you people are like my most committed people putting this to work. So it's encouraging, right? So like Bright, right from day one, he has been very committed. And yes, I need to join Spartan. I really need to join Spartan. I'll find out if there's anyone in Niger State. I need to join Spartan. It's going to help you a lot as a writer. So, but just remind me, Bright, please remind me. It help you a lot with opportunities and community. They are meeting together in Niger State. You can meet with them and all of that. All right, Bright, please remind me. Okay. Thank you so much for coming out this evening. All right, thank you for coming out this evening. I look forward to seeing you on Friday, and look forward to achieving much more results. And thank you again for committing to this. That is one of the biggest encouragement I can ever get. Trust me, people don't easily commit to stuff, but you guys are doing it. All right, so good night.
Good night, man. Thank you so much.